Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, guys. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. As soon as you walk in the building, do me a favor, put a handy dandy like on this video, guys. Smash the bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos, guys. Share if you care, right? Guys, I want to talk to you about the unfriending factor, right? Um, and the reason that I want to talk about this, and I'm going to be as honest as I can about this, right? Um, so I don't know if you guys know, but Facebook had put me on a ban, right? Because of my content. They won't show me the video that got me banned. So I think that's a little bit whack, right? Well, so I haven't been on Facebook a whole lot. I just happened to go on there a little while ago, and I noticed I've been unfriended by some folks, right? And in the beginning, I mean, when I saw it initially, I'm like, dang, what I do, right? But then I realized, see, listen, the key in life, one of the keys in life is acceptance, right? You got to accept the whole picture. There are going to be people that are going to like you just because. There are going to be people that don't like you just because, right? There are going to be people that want to attach themselves to you just because of who you are, right? And that being said, um, when you are, okay, for instance, me, I'm talking about myself as well. There are some content creators that are doing high numbers and that teach metaphysics that I would love to partner up with. And I did reach out to a few people and say, well, I would like to, do some collabs, right? And these people haven't reached back out. Now, look, I had one amazing, look, actually, I had two content creators that do more numbers than the ones I've reached out to. But I felt like that was a little bit out of my league at that because I cheat myself a lot, So I felt like those two were out of my league, right? However, the ones that do numbers like, as far as like 30,000, 40. But the thing about that is I never hold grudges about somebody who won't reach back because I understand everything has a time and a place. Hi, April Showers. Hi, baby girl. Thank you for coming. Girl, I got unfriended on Facebook, honey. Yeah, a couple people unfriended me. And it made me like, what did I do? But then I thought about it, right? I said, you know what? Facebook have shut my numbers down tremendously. So my views on Facebook is like 1, 2 views, 3 views. So I guess people think that I'm not reaching back, but I can't reach back because Facebook is not pushing anything that I do. So I'm not seeing anyone. I see very little people on Facebook. So if I don't see you, sometimes out of sight, out of mind, because I got so much that I'm dealing with. So I at first I took it personal when I had got unfriended, but then I remember, you know what? Everybody has a divine timing to be in your space. But some people just not supposed to be in your space, right? So I those people that unfriended me, now I'm gonna be honest, right? The ones that had unfriended me are kind of the ones that pretty much I wouldn't hang out in real life with anyways, right? I wouldn't hang out with in real life with because they don't understand. At least it doesn't appear to me that they understand what my realm is. You know, I gotta be with people that's in my realm, or at least like you, April, like how you might not be a metaphysics person, but you get what I be saying. You understand what I'm saying, and even if you don't, you rock with me, right? So basically, everything has its divine timing. So those people that I reached out to, the metaphysical community that has a lot of subscribers, they didn't reach back. I didn't feel no type of way. I just understood that it's just not time, right? That we may that look, maybe when my stuff get up a little bit, maybe they'll because shoot, they got hundreds of people trying to reach out to them. So what makes me think that I'm going to be the one that they're going to say, oh yeah, I'm gonna work with her? They don't know me like that. Just like them people that unfriended me on Facebook, I don't know them like that to get mad. They don't really know me like that to get mad, but they sure unfriended me, right? And I'm not mad. I'm just like, well, if I did something, maybe, maybe they should tell me. But if I didn't, maybe they doing the right thing, because if you don't rock with somebody, if you don't agree with somebody, maybe that's the best thing. Unfriend them, right? So I want to talk about attachments and the unfriending factor, right? Um, you're only going to draw to you what you are. People are going to be attracted to what you are. The only people that's going to be drawn to you and attracted to you is the people that how you exhibit yourself. That's who's going to be attracted to you. And that's how you're going to determine what type of person you are by who is attracted to your content, who's attracted to you, who rocks with you, who always loves on you when they in your presence, right? That's who basically you can say, okay, this is what type of person I am, because these type of people gravitate toward me, right? Now, a lot of times, especially if you really don't know how to work with energy, you will get the opposite of what you want, right? Because you're putting out the wrong things from what you want to put out. So how you deal with that? You go ahead and just see everything that you feel compelled to do the opposite. Listen to that higher mind, right? So my higher mind told me, accept accept the fact that it's a cleansing going on the planet. A lot of shit gonna have to go, right? A lot of shit gonna have to go. I mean, starting from Look, at least once a month, I clean house as far as giving stuff away. This house is very uncluttered because I'm constantly giving stuff away because I'm constantly wanting to make room. Listen, the person that understands that the best manifestation is space, because in empty space lies infinite possibilities. If you're dealing with a lot of clutter in your brain, so mentally, in your body, physically, emotionally, right, and your soul, if you're dealing with a lot of clutter and you haven't decluttered spiritually, mentally, and physically, then all you're going to get is confusion, right? You're going to get confusion. So the best thing, the most practical thing that you can do, I mean, the easiest, listen, the most easiest thing that you can do, it don't seem like it's going to work. But this works quicker than anything else in this world. And rich people get it. Declutter. Take and make sure when you look around in your space, make sure it's nothing in your space that you're not about to use, that you're not get ready to use in the next couple days. Anything that's sitting around that you're not using, give it away. Declutter. You got to let go of attachments, especially the physical. Let go. You want to manifest more space because that's where your infinite possibilities are, right? So that's the most, listen, this is the way that you make magic, is you subtract. See, in this 3D realm, if you keep adding on, you're really taking away from the pure essence. But if you take away the physical shit, you add on to the spiritual essence. And this is one thing that I don't think that a lot of us are getting. You know, things, and I'm going to tell you, I've been accumulated in this life so much meaningless stuff that I thought I needed. Accumulation, accumulation, accumulation. And it only left me empty. It hit, but it didn't hold. So now, when I look around my surroundings, I like to see space. Because then I can sit and think. When you look around and you see a lot of clutter, this is the condition of your mind. The condition of your mind is going to be, is going to mirror what your immediate space looks like, or vice versa. I think I said that backwards. What your immediate space looks like is exactly how the condition of your mind is. So that's the quickest way to declutter and unconfuse the confusion within the mind, is to manifest more space by giving stuff away. In the industry that I work in, I work around a lot of rich people. And if you would see the stuff that they give away, it is crazy. Listen, I look, I have gotten new shit off of my job, brand new shit that people throw away because they get it. They declutter, right? So because of the fact, listen, this how this shit works. Because of the fact that every month I declutter, I give away everything I'm not about to use, right? And that's how I manifested that new free shit. I declutter. Listen, this is universal. Listen, these are universal laws, baby. When you giving something away, something is coming back round the bend. Okay? And when you take something, especially something that don't belong to you, or you take something of anything, right? You take anything that don't belong to you, and this is spiritual, mental, and physical. The bill is in the mail. Trust and believe me. I lived on this planet for 950 years now. I've been back on the planet for 50 years. Right. But I pretty much know that this is the way this shit works. These are universal laws, right? You gotta give it away to keep it. You gotta give it away. You got to declutter, detach, let go of them expectations. Because when you put out expectations, you telling the universe you ain't got enough. You need this. And guess what? You're going to get more of the same of the vibe you put out to God. God can't work in a cluttery space. That's why fasting is so important. And that's what I battle with the most. God cannot work in a space where it's cluttered. And with me doing this eating, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, that's the demon I'm battling right now. It's coming for my health. And when I tell you in a big way, and the reason I can say that is because I know that I've done already defeated it in my mind. So I done already defeated that demon, that food demon. Already defeated it. It just hasn't materialized yet. But yeah, as far as declutter, God can't work in a space. Listen, God will not work. He can't work. There's some things that God can't do. There are absolutely some things. They're gonna say there's nothing God can. God cannot work if in a cluttery space. He maybe he can, but he won't do it.
If you want to raise, give God the praise.
That's right. Like that's the preacher I be listening to. His name is Warren Adams, and Warren Adams. Look, Warren Adams is highly religious, but he don't know he be spitting some serious up game that I don't even know if he aware of. He be talking metaphysics, but he's highly religious at the same damn time. It boggles the mind. But guess what? Like I said, we all saying the same thing. And at the end of the day, what matters is how you make people feel. Right? And one thing I do not want to do is make somebody feel like I don't care. Or I don't want to make somebody feel like I don't care. But in this life, right, you got to rock with the people that know you as a person. When they first look at you, when they first talk to you, and they get your vibe, that they know that it ain't personal. Because if you with somebody that expect you to be like they want you to be, when they want you to be that, then expect things out of you that you can't offer at that time for whatever reason, then that person is not for you. So I don't know why this unfriending thing came to be, but that's not my business to try to figure that out. My business is to try to keep working on this thing with that's going on in my body, right? Shoot, I gotta go back to the doctors, right? Not that I let them give me nothing, no medicine. No, I don't, because I know where my medicine come from. But one thing I can do is shit. You gotta know how to utilize your doctors. Oh, ass. Gotta know how to utilize your doctors, because they there for a reason. Your doctors are there for a reason. So utilize them in a way that's not being abusive to yourself, because they there to help you. It's amazing. I had stopped even liking doctors, right? Because I was like, they only there to shoot you up with that stuff, and they're only there to XYZ. But that was me, untrusting, right? Everything is here for you to utilize for your good, right? Everything on this planet is for you to utilize for your good. Even politics, even the system. Listen, I have a brand new lease on life. Like I don't I don't want to go against the system no more. You know why? Because the system is me. The system is a part of me. Because when you realize this is a holographic universe, this is a simulation we're in, right? A game of life. Even the Bible said it. Look, it is in heaven as it is in earth. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our. You know what I'm saying? It as it is in heaven as it is in earth. That means as above, so below. As within, so without. That's what that means. So if that's the case, if I'm to believe that, right, then that means the system that I'm looking at is only a part of me. So when I go against the system, I go against myself. Any system, any type of algorithm, whether it be on here or whether it be in real life or quote unquote, it's all me. I control this. Me and the God within me, right? God is the GPS. I'm driving the car. God, the GPS. The global positioning system, right? The universal, the cosmic, right? God is, whew. See, it comes full circle. You go into Christianity, right? Then you have people in your ear about Christianity. So then you go to another religion, right? And people in your ear about that. Then you go to another religion, people in your ear about that. Then you go to the conscious community. They talk about all the religions, right? Only to find out that everything that you have been in was needed. They're all ingredients for your amazing, beautiful cake. Amazing. Right? So it's just like I can't sit back and take this stuff personal because I get it. People look at you and they think a certain way because of how you present yourself, but they don't get that you got, everybody has their own shit that they dealing with. It's just that some people know how to freaking work with the system without, with the system within, with the system without, and they appear to have it all together, right? But they don't have it all together. It's just that they rock with the bad times like they rock with the good times. And that's the key in life. It's acceptance. Look, let me tell you something about acceptance, right? There are, and let me look this up because I want to make sure I'm saying this right. The stages of grief. Let me look this up because I got the, let me see. The stages of grief. Wait a minute. Let me see what this say. Wait a minute. Stages of grief. Okay. So there are 5 stages of grief, right? Let's look at and see what they equals. 5 stages of grief. Come on now. In these stages. Jump to 5 stages of grief. How the don't they name these stages? I know one is anger and then disbelief. Oh, they don't say 7 stages. Come on now. Okay, yeah, anger. That's the first stage, I think. Anger. I know it's disbelief or something like that. What the? Anger. God dang it. Oh, bargaining. Anger, bargaining, right? Depression, right? So we got anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. And what's this last one? What the? Wait a minute. It's not giving me the 5th one. God dang it. This is weird. Wait a minute. Ah, dang it. Stages of grief. Give me the chart then. Yeah. Okay, so this ain't. Okay, here you go. The 5 stages of grief. Denial, first stage. Anger, second stage. Bargaining, third stage. Depression, fourth stage. And acceptance, the 5th stage, right? So everything in life has a grief potential. Everything we gain in life has a potential for grief, right? That's why it's called matter, right? Because it's matter. It matters, right? So if we got denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Think about being able to go ahead and skip past the denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and go right to the acceptance, right? And people gonna say, "Oh no, that's pseudo. You ain't no way you gonna go from denial to the acceptance." And no, you might be right. You might be right, but you can absolutely speed that up when you practice on the constant basis accepting Listen, if you go ahead and meditate, right, you can project yourself to everything that has ever happened, everything that's ever going to happen. You can look at that whole thing as a picture in meditation, as a whole book, or as a whole cake. You look at the whole picture of your past and you realize that every single thing, 100% of everything in your past, you have gotten through it, right? And you look at your entire life, past, present, and future, as one big movie, one big beautiful movie, one big love story, right? You can absolutely practice acceptance of every single thing that already is that you do not agree with or like. And you just, every single thing that happens to you, you go ahead and you look at the whole, all those stages in your head and just skip past them just like you flapping pages in a book. I'm telling you, it do seem like it's easier said than done. But that's what metaphysics is for. That's what metaphysics is for. It's to get you through all of the stages in a manner that you looking outside of this whole realm like it's you looking at a book. And you got to accept this as a whole, everything as a whole, no matter what. This is the, look, this is the thing. This is how, look, this is what you came here for. You came here to accept everything that was coming down the pike. If this is what we are going to have to do, it's not up for debate. We are going to have to accept some shit that we don't want to accept. We're going to have to like the shit that we don't like. Because guess what? At the end of the day, and when I say at the end of the day, I meant at the end of your life, you're going to look up. Why do you think that when people go out of here, when they're taking their last breath, it's a sigh? Like that. This is how most people take their last breath. It's a sigh. But when people are taking their first breath, what are they doing? They crying, right? They crying. And it ain't because the doctor has smacked you on your ass. It ain't because of that. It's because you know the secrets of the universe when you come through here. When you come out the womb, you know the secrets of the universe. But guess what? You're aware that you can't articulate them to anyone. That no one hears you. No one understands you. Because you're back in the Tower of Babel. You're back in the Tower of Babel. And that's what this is. The Tower of Babel. And at the end of the day, it means nothing. No thing. The only thing that matters in this Tower of Babel is telepathy and how you make people feel. That's the only thing that matters. Right? At the end of the day. Do I get depressed for about 2 seconds? Absolutely. Sometimes if I wake up and I've had a lucid dream that I wasn't that I wasn't particularly happy with, yeah, for about 2 seconds, I'll feel that depression. But then guess what? Acceptance. 2.2 seconds, I'm up out of there. Get up out of there. Yeah, get up out of there. Because it's a place that I don't stay in. Right? Acceptance is key. Right? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things that I can, the wisdom to know the difference. So in those three things, there are three principles: acceptance, courage, and wisdom. Right? Acceptance, courage, and wisdom. What does that mean? These are chakras. These are energy centers. Where does acceptance come from? Right? The heart. Courage comes from the gut, or that might be vice versa. Acceptance, I think, comes from the gut. Courage comes from the heart. Wisdom comes from the brain or the mind. So you got your mind, your heart, and your gut. Okay? Denial, anger, and bargaining are a lower root chakra center energy. Okay? They are lower root chakra energies. This thing is way deeper than we are looking into, right? So you got those stages of bargaining, right? And denial, anger, bargaining, and depression are root chakra energies, right? But acceptance, right? You got heart, you got heart, you got your gut, and you got your mind. Okay? Because you got, in this acceptance, you got courage and wisdom. The trifecta. Acceptance, courage, and wisdom. The trifecta. This is a recipe, honey. Right? It's a recipe. Make that cake. Make that cake. Okay. So, let's see. We're 38 minutes in. So, we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about. All right, let's talk about a little bit, because I was looking at this one channel that got demonetized today, right? The channel got demonetized. This channel had, and I'm not going to say the name of the channel. But this channel got demonetized, right? And he's devastated as well. I would probably be devastated if I were him as well, right? But for 5 seconds. Then after that, I would realize, oh, I'm about to go some places. Because now, look, they done took the Big Mac away from me. I'm about to get some steak. up in here. See what? Listen, the bigger thing that's taken away from you, you're going to get that 10 times more once you practice some acceptance and and get off your ass and show God, hey, wait a minute. That's nothing. Hey, you got that, God. You could take that. Look, I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you take that away. Listen, let's pack that shit out of here. Right? God go like, oh, yeah? Oh, you rocking with me like that? Oh, watch this. Watch that. You thought that was big? Watch this. Watch this. Because you a good and faithful servant. You catching on to the game. You catching on. So let's make these moves, right? Because you got to understand that there's somebody with you that will never leave you and forsake you. And that person is housed within you, nowhere without you. This is the key to the God game, is if you understand God's location, like I say in almost every video, then that's right there where you understand, hey, I got the answer key right here. I got the answer key. So guess what? Let's play. Let's play. I got the answer key. What? What we doing? What we doing, Paulie? What we doing? Right? I talk to God. Man, me and God be geeking. We be geeking. Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you, it's so fucking awesome how when you talk to God and when you for real make friends with God, like, look, if somebody was to hear me and God in conversation, they would think I had an imaginary friend, right? Which God is my, I am a Jen. I imagine. Look, God is my imaginary friend. God is inside of me, right? And I'm in his image. Imagine I'm in his image. I'm his imagine. He's my imagine, right? I am a Jen. I imagine. God is my imaginary friend. And we be geeking. Look, this is how I would suggest how to get a real good relationship with God. When something funny comes to your mind, right? Or something that tickles you, something that, even if it's something that somebody do and it tickles you, that's God saying, look at that. Look at Oh, that's God. The ideas you get, that funny shit that be coming on your mind, that be God saying, look, listen to this. I'm telling you, this shit is so freaking, look, you will get filled up. This is how people get filled up, because that be God talking like, you see that shit? Look, my God, the God within me be making jokes about everything, right? Especially people that shade me out be fucking hilarious, because God will show me something funny about the situation. And I look, when me and God be up here laughing, just me and him, me and it, me and her, me and the force, the primal force, that unimaginable, no name force. OMG. OMG. Look, I know the people in this house be like, oh man, she done gone crazy. Cause I be laughing at shit that I thought that I did last week, or that somebody did last week. Look, I find everything freaking hilarious. Even with some different situations that shouldn't be funny, you know, I find the funny in everything. I find the humor in everything. Therefore, I find my heaven everywhere. Everywhere I look, I see God. Everywhere I look, I see endless possibilities. Everywhere I look, I see beauty. Every time I step out of this bed, every time I step out the door, I see amazing beauty. And I'm smiling and I'm laughing. And listen, and guess what? That ain't to say that I don't have shit going on with me, because I absolutely do, right? But that's all a part of this game. And I have accepted it when I came into this realm. Before I came into this realm, I accepted my challenge. I couldn't wait to get here. Then when I dropped out of my mom's cooch, right? Excuse me, mom. And I dropped out of the womb, I was mad in the mug. I was like, no, I didn't. I said, really, God? We doing this again? Come on now. I thought I was going to wider, wiser runs of reality. God said, you got some shit you still need to do here. Right? You signed up for it, didn't you? You here, ain't you? All right, now. Get to getting. Get to getting. And as a child, I seen so much in the spirit realm, right? There's so much that I got to talk to y'all about that will actually, I'm not going to say blow your minds, but I'm going to say open your mind. So much that of my experiences in the spirit realm that y'all will say, I don't even believe you. Because it's way stranger than anything that you can imagine in the physical, but happened to me physically, but it actually happened spiritually, but it was physical, spiritual, all meshed into one experience. Wild, wild. If I was to tell y'all, mm, 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 I think I'm gonna say this for Patreon, because this is for people with that's highly metaphysical and that's highly unjudgmental, right? It had to do with me when I was dancing, right? And this dude, right? But yeah, shoot. I mean, I could name drop, dated some celebrities, met a couple celebrities, you know, had relations with two celebrities, but I never name drop in that manner. Never name drop in that manner because I'm not gonna say why, but I wouldn't dare, you know, name drop. I was in the freaking strip ball. Why would I put somebody out there, and especially a celebrity, and say, "Oh yeah," just to get clout? I am the fucking clout. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put somebody out there as going in a strip club just to get no clout. That's just not me. Right? Shit, I don't even know if they admitted it. Right? I still probably wouldn't have. I still probably wouldn't admit to it. I'm gonna tell you, I've been seeing some things in my life, right? And every experience, even that crazy stuff with the secretary in the daytime, at nighttime dancing, right? The 30 years of drug addictions, no breaks, all a beautiful ass cake. Would I go back to doing any of that? Ew, no. But an experience nevertheless, guys. Right. I forgot what I was going to talk about. Oh yeah, it was talking about people losing and getting unmonetized, demonetized, right? Yeah. Would I get upset? I've had one, two, yeah, so far two things that was taken from me that I spent years, cultivating, and even though it wasn't monetized and everything, but they had some very special memories in there. My wife, God rest her soul, the memories of me and her, and she wasn't my actual wife. We just called each other that, but we was best friends, right? But what we meant by that is that if we were, if we was gay, we would date each other. Or if she was a man, I would have married her. If I was a man, she'd have married me, right? Even though we weren't even attracted to each other like that, but we was attracted to each other's soul and spirit, and we bonded over cats. We both love cats so much, so freaking much. And it was the most funny thing you will ever, most hilarious and heartwarming thing that you will ever see is watching her with the cats. The most heart tugging, beautiful, funny thing you will ever see is watching her love on them cats. And it was so funny because the house cat, look, she would chase that cat around because she just wanted to cuddle with the cat, but the cat was like, "Oh hell no, here she come again." But she wasn't even. She loved the cat so much, she was not aware that the cat just wanted to be left. You know how cats is. That cat just wanted to be left alone, but she was so in love with cats. But the cat would go cuddle with her. When the cat felt like being bothered by anybody, the cat would go right and cuddle with her. And just say if she was gone on like a weekend pass, the cat would come cuddle with me. I miss her. But I realized she's not gone nowhere. All right. I just miss our conversations, but I'm not about to go into the spirit realm and talk to her. I know that much. I was mad at her the way she passed away. I was mad a little bit. I felt, listen, this is how selfish we are as humans, right? I was like, in my mind, I never mouthed it out, but in my mind, I was like, how could you leave me? How could you not call me and tell me that you were hurting that badly, but yet you call somebody else, right? This is how selfish we are as humans. That was a selfish thought, a selfish feeling. How badly she had to be hurting. But me, and this is narcissistic, I put it on me. Like, I wasn't a good enough friend. I wasn't this and that. Had nothing to do with me. This was just the end of her contract on this planet. And it looked to the whole world as she abandoned us. But no, this was the end of her contract. We see things differently from what they really are, right? We see things differently from what they really are. And once the veil is lifted and we see that we are just pure consciousness having a human experience, then we can shed judgments, shed attachments, unhealthy attachments, right? And this is a part of the game of life. All a part of the game of life. Like I say, charge it to the game. Like Erica Badu say, bag lady, you gonna miss your bus. Carrying all that stuff like that. Something like that. Gotta shed. She talking about shedding attachments. Look, all of these songs that we hear, they putting you down with game, but we think it's totally physical. But look, these singers and artists is dropping metaphysical science, right? You can't, when you have a lot of baggage, you can't get new shit. You can't get no new shit carrying a lot of baggage. You have to drop them bags, give it away, take them bags to the Goodwill, so other people can, you know what I'm saying? This is metaphysical when I say take them bags to the Goodwill, right? Give your stuff away, right? As a song said, I give it all away so you can use me. God can't use clutter. I don't know if he can or he won't, but God will not work in a cluttered space. And I can't say that enough. You got to start decluttering. If it's hard for you, if you're a hoarder, right? Start small. Maybe give away a pair of sneakers that you kind of like, but you don't be wearing them that much. Give them away. See what happens. Start small. And guess what? I'm talking to you. I'm talking to me. And this is going to be the first step of you getting your life the way you want it to. And this is the way God wants you to live. God wants you to live in perfect peace. But the clutter, mental, spiritual, and physical clutter is stopping you from living your best life, having your best experience in this 3D realm, in this prison that we came to. Right? I said, right? It's only 1,000 people in the building. Well, shouts out to the 1,000 people in the building. Right? So yes, guys. Yeah. Mm. God dang. Why am I sleepy like this? Oh, because I just had my bath. That's why. Felt like a newborn baby. Right? But I'm trying to let this stream go for a whole hour, and we are 20. All right. We got 30 more seconds until we end this live stream. I thank you guys for coming. And if you're not here, thank you for watching the replay. Hope you got something out of this. Matter of fact, If you want more amazing content, deeper content, more higher content, go to, what is it? Patreon. It's $5. And that's where I'm going to start actually talking um, with partners, like having a for real panel, having a serious metaphysical think tank, right? So, yes, be sure to share the video. And I will talk to you guys soon. I wish you nothing but the best of everything that your hand and your heart can hold. Wholeness, guys. Good night.